everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. Hope you guys are all good. So today I am doing another one of my forgotten eyeshadow series. I have not done one of these in a while, so if you are not sure about what I do, so I basically concentrate on one eyeshadow palette that I have. It tends to be quite a bigger one sometimes because they have more shades, and I just kind of go over the shades that I haven't used before, because when I use certain palettes I tend to go to the same shade all the time, and so the other ones do get neglected. So I thought I would talk about certain eyeshadow palettes. I have done quite a few before, and I was actually thinking if I had done this one, but I haven't, because that's pretty good, because I have been wanting to try this palette again for so long. It's been a while since I've tried it. So the palette that I'm going to be talking about is the Grimoire volume number 2 palette by VE Cosmetics. So they are vegan, like cruelty free, like independent brand from the UK. I absolutely love their products. I've spoken about them many times on my channel before. Just the quality of their shades are amazing, and just this shadow palette itself has been one of my favorite purchases of this year. So let me show you what it looks like. So that was the outer packaging. I literally just put it on the floor, and then we have the actual palette itself. I absolutely love the packaging. I mean, I have done another in-depth review of this like when I first got it, but obviously I just wanted to show you guys really quickly. This is the front, this is the back. It's got a little story on there, and yeah, when you open the palette itself, you got to prepare yourself, because it is one of the most aesthetically pleasing palettes. When I look at palettes, a lot of times they're always scattered, and it kind of annoys me, but when you have a palette like this, it's set out for you, because if you know what type of look you want to do, all the shades are basically in a row for you to just go for it. I mainly bought this palette because of like the reds and the greens at the bottom, and I adore this palette. I've used it quite a few times, but not recently, because I've had so many other new products to try, and so I thought I would use this today. If you want to have a closer look of it, I love the embossing on each of them because it has the VE Cosmetics logo on there, and I just think this is a beautiful pigmented palette basically. So I kind of feel like going in with the green today, because I actually haven't tried the green, even though it was one of the reasons why I purchased this palette, and green is just like one of my favorite shades this year. So let's go into it. I'm going to try and maybe incorporate maybe one or two other shades, maybe the grey or anything like that. Let's go. So I'm first going to go in with your, so when you look at the way that it's like the names are, it's basically, so I'll just read them for you. So it says, choose neither darkness nor light, invite balance, create harmony, love unconditionally, always trust your intuition, invitation. No, yeah, invitation. I can't read. So when it comes to like VE Cosmetic palettes, they always have some kind of like story when you read all the names, and I love that. So I don't have anything on my lid today because I can't be bothered. So I'm gonna start off with Your, which is this deep green. That is gonna go on my inner corner, and as you can see, I have my sellotape on because I need some guidance when I put makeup on, so mainly eyeshadow. So we're gonna tap off any excess, and we are just gonna go into the corner and just tap and bring it out. I'm going to work today, so this is like my Wednesday where I do a late shift and I have time in the morning to film. So I thought today would be a perfect time to film this video, because again, I've been wanting to try this palette for such a long time. Well, after a while, which is what I meant. It's definitely been a while since I've used this palette. So, and it's so weird because it's obviously, we're pretty much at the end of 2021, and I have bought so many eyeshadow palettes this year, it's actually ridiculous. But this one is probably one of my favorite. I've been using quite a few I've been trying to use a lot of indie brands this year, because they just need that push. A lot of these big brands, I've said so many times before, these big brands have their money, have had their day, and now all these independent brands that are like starting during lockdown, or that are just working their butt off to kind of get some kind of recognition do need that extra love and push. And I don't remember where I discovered VE Cosmetics, but I just remember that I fell in love with their products. I forgot to mention this palette is still available. You can still buy this. It's $29.99. In the beginning, I thought that was quite a steep price for this palette, but when you look at how many shades you get and the quality of the shades, I actually think it is very reasonable anyway. I mention this all the time. I'm just a cheapskate when it comes to buying makeup. I'm always like, oh no, anything more than like £10 is too much. That's just because I'm cheap. So I grew up not having much money, so I'm always kind of like, no, that's too expensive for me. But now when you look at it, it is pretty affordable. I'm now gonna go in with Trust, which is this deep green, and I'm gonna put that on the corners to kind of deepen up the edges. And they have recently come out with a lot of other palettes as well, like VE Cosmetics. They're always coming out with what's it called, just like other like gorgeous gothic tone palettes. One of my other favorites of this year was the Cradle of Filth palette that they did. Oh, was that this year or was it last year? I can't remember, but I absolutely adore that palette so much. It is, well, I've mentioned it before, Cradle of Filth are one of my favorite kind of black metal bands, and then obviously when you incorporate makeup into that, I'm happy. So yeah, this dark tone is absolutely stunning. I wish I'd used these greens earlier. Obviously green is like, if you look on my channel this year, like majority of my looks have been green, but every time I do a green look, I post pictures, people are very complimentary towards the green, so it kind of helps me with my confidence when it comes to the green, because I just kind of like, you know, green is a good color, but for me, like, I felt like it's given me a lot more confidence this year, so I'm happy with that. So this is, oh, I know this palette is amazing, but using these shades is stunning. I know it's a little bit over the top for me to go to work today, but one does not care. So we are now going to try, I mean, on the end, we've got this gorgeous shimmer. I kind of want to add one more shade, but it's a bit difficult with this type of palette. What should we add? Should we add some of the grey? Will it completely ruin it? I might add just a tiny bit of grey in the middle and see what happens. I could completely mess it up, but we are just going to add the tiniest amount. So just going to add that here to kind of maybe blend it out a bit. The reason I'm looking down is because I have the mirror just here, but I just see how it works together. I do want to do a lot more kind of alternative looks. I'm trying to mix it up with the looks that I do, but because I haven't bought any new makeup recently, I know, shock, horror, that's the first for me. I just am trying to use my older makeup as well, because I want to do my yearly favourite and I also do my monthly favourites as well. Even though I haven't really bought much, I'm still going to try and incorporate some older makeup that I've got in these videos, if that makes sense, because they're still products that I use and that I love. So this is definitely going in one of those videos. So that grey has actually helped a little bit. So I'm now going to go in with the shimmer, because I feel like we need to end on a high note. So this is Invitation that I read wrong in the beginning, but that's fine. We're okay here, so that is pretty good. And we're just going to bring it up to the rest of the lid. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, use the finger, oh my god, use your finger for the shimmer. I tend to use that afterwards just to kind of give it more oomph, because I want to see if the brush does any justice, because the brush is obviously there to put on my makeup, but I know sometimes shimmers can be a little bit disappointing. I mean, as in brushes when you use shimmers. So here we go. Oh, okay, yeah, that's I should have done this in the first place. Okay. Oh, right, I'm bringing it into that grey. Yeah, I love that. I do love this palette. If you guys have tried anything from VE Cosmetics, let me know. They are yeah, they're great. I'm part of like one of their Facebook groups as well. It's just like a little community where they just talk about makeup and the brand itself, which is pretty nice because that means you get to see a lot of like new and up and coming things and just people talking about makeup in general. So it's a lot of fun. All right, wow. Okay, that's amazing. So do I want to add an inner corner shade? And my hand is just completely ruined by that green. So I feel like going in with maybe the grey shimmer. Oh, I'm going through puberty. Sorry, my voice decided to crack there. So yeah, we've got darkness, which is just here. And we're going to put that in my inner corner. And let's see how it works. I have used this grey before. I think I did like a reddish tone and I used the grey because there's not a red shimmer, even though that's totally fine, but I wish there was a red shimmer because that would have been amazing. There are like 3 deeper tone reds, which is okay. I would have loved to have had a red shimmer, but yeah, that's basically the green look. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to put on the rest of my face and then we'll do a couple more swatches of these shadows. So I'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and again I've gone a little bit over the top with my lips, but that's fine. Everything that I use I will mention in the description. I'm actually going to do a video of old products that I've really enjoyed this year, because like that I've tried for the first time, because there's so many products that I have tried and really loved. Like my foundation is the Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation, and it's so damn good. I never really used to like Too Faced. I kind of stopped and then I kind of like them again. But yeah, this is my finished look, and the palette again, what more can I say that I haven't said in the past like 10 minutes? But let's do some swatching, because in case you really haven't seen the palette and you want a bit more kind of information, so let's do some swatching on, maybe let's try Always, which is this blue, and like that is, oh, that's gorgeous. So that is Always, and then we are going to try Harmony, which is the purple shimmer. I like to swatch shimmers more than actual matte shades, because I think shimmers just give so much like better quality when you swatch, because when I swatch mattes they don't really come out very well. And then let's do Invite, this one just here, which is a red tone. And I know it's a matte shade, and I literally just said I don't really swatch matte shades, but I thought I would just do a few. And then let's do one more, because why not? Let's go in with Balance just here, which is a kind of purple. If I can get my little finger in there. So yeah, and then we're just gonna put this one here. Amazing. It's kind of like a blackish purple, and there's already a black in there. But yeah, this is my kind of another review of the VE Cosmetics Grimoire Book 2 palette. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like this green look? Have I convinced you to buy the palette? It's definitely worth it. Again, I'm so happy that I've used it today, because it's been a while and I've been wanting to try it for a while. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there, and I hope you guys are really good. You're well, you're healthy, happy, and you're safe, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye!